Hello everyone, welcome to Sweetie Speaks official YouTube channel. Today we are at day 31 of 111 days verification challenge. We had covered a lot of topics which were related to design like digital electronics, computer architecture, cache memories, MOS concepts, STA. Now let's move towards coding and we'll start with Verilog. All the design concepts which we had seen before this are prerequisite to solve this Verilog, because here you should know the design concepts, then only you will be able to do the coding. So if you have not solved those challenge questions, previous till day 30 challenge questions, please solve them before, so that you will get a clear idea on design concepts and then move to the coding. Now, let's start today with the skill set, which is Verilog. And since this is the first day for Verilog, we'll focus on Verilog basics. The first question is, what is the difference between VHDL and Verilog? Before Verilog, we were using VHDL as the hardware description language. But now all of us have moved to Verilog system, Verilog. So, what was the difference between VHDL and Verilog? And you can also list out the advantages of Verilog over VHDL. Due to these advantages only, we have now moved to Verilog. Then, in digital design, there can be two methodologies. One is top down and one is bottom up. What are these? Explain. In Verilog, there is a concept of module. What is this module? And you need to write the basic syntax for declaring a module. This is very, very basic. And we are thinking that even if you don't know anything, then you can start with this challenge. That's why we are covering from the basics. So, you need to explain what is this module and write the basic syntax for declaring the module. Then, what is the difference between module and module instance? You will create a module and you will create a module instance. What is the difference? You need to explain with the help of example. Write the code for module, write the code to create a module instance, and then explain the difference. There can be different abstraction levels like behavioral, data flow, gate level, switch level. Explain all these abstraction levels with an example. Then in Verilog, we will have a stimulus block where you will provide the test stimulus to test your design, and you will have the design block. You need to explain these blocks again with the help of an example. Write the code for the stimulus block and the design block and explain it. Solve these basic Verilog questions today, and from tomorrow we will see some more concepts on Verilog. Best luck.